All right, guys. So, good afternoon on this 10th of February of 2021. It's been brought to my attention that some of the officers and myself personally want to address kind of just sort of a little bit of a guide on what to do with filtering mods and how to distinguish the good ones from the bad ones, and what levels to take them to, at what tiers, and different colors here. So I have a little bit of an inventory to kind of just demonstrate. So as you can see here, I've got a couple of blues at 1, I've got a couple of greens at 1, and I've got a pretty good amount of grays. Same here, and same here. So the point of this is going to be to improve your overall experience in mod inventory, to apply into different game modes such as territory war, or such as personal events, for example, as the one I'm doing right now with Sith Eternal Emperor, where I need to put some very good mods on Darth Sidious here, for example, to pass phase 1 without a Zeta. But that's a separate video, so let's dive right into it. So what I like to do here is I go over to the filter. I filter the kind of set that I want to kind of upgrade here, and we'll start off with these blue ones. So with the blues, we're going to take it to 6 so that we can see all of the statistics, and no speed has popped up. A speed set without any speed secondaries, that's no good. You sell. We're going to do it again. Same thing. Same process. This one came out with speed. What am I going to do? I'm going to roll it. It takes defense. This to me is no good. It's not very high at speed. A 4 speed at a blue is pretty slow. It's got pretty good percentage statistics, so for that reason I'm going to take it another one to see if the speed rolls. But as you can see, the speed hasn't rolled, so again, it's a sell. And now we'll move on to the greens. The greens, I'm going to take these to 9 to reveal all the statistics in the secondaries. You got pretty solid percentage stats there. But again, a speed set with no speed secondary, you sell. So, as you can see, another one, not really anything speed related, another sell. So for example, if this happens with a purple, let me try to find a purple one here. A purple one, usually 3 statistics are already showing, you just take it to 3, and if you see no speed, if it's a speed set, for example, you sell. The point of this is to really enhance the speed in your mod inventory, because speed is still a very important statistic in this game. The faster team usually has the advantage over the slower team and has a higher chance of winning. So here we're going to demonstrate with the grays. The grays are a little bit different because resources are limited. The grays, you have the option to take just to 6, and if no speed rolls or pops up, then you have the option to sell. But if you like the 2 statistics, you can kind of take it to 9. And if you like the first 3, you can kind of take it to 12 to see. But in this case here, I got a 3 speed. Now, with 3 speeds, I don't usually keep 3 speeds, but I do like the health percentage there. It's pretty hot. It's pretty high, so we're going to roll this to 9. And the flat health statistic there is not that impressive. But because the health percentage is high, I'm going to roll it one more time to see if I like the stat that comes. And now it's a pretty high potency secondary percentage there. So this, depending on your specific need on any specific character, may be a keep. For me, it's not really a keep because I'm not requiring a very high health or potency percentage stat with only a 3 speed. So this to me is a sell. it may be different for you. I usually like to keep 4 speed and up. So here, 8 defense and 313 health, flat stats. This has no use to me. So I sell. So it's the same process always. If the good stats don't pop up on the first 2 levels up to 6 on the grace, I usually just sell. If I like the 2 stats, I take it to 9. And if the speed still hasn't popped up, usually it's a sell. So as you can see there, pretty high percentage, but a flat health stat, again a sell. So this process is meant to kind of just up the inventory of speed through your mods, and this doesn't always have to apply just to speed sets. This can apply to, for example, critical chance. Here, let's just take critical chance here for an example. Oh, I've got no inventory, I've done it. Let's try critical damage. So here, I've got a couple of critical damage stats. Same thing. Nice potency there, and a couple of flat stats. To me, it's a sell. There's no speed, and yeah, it's usually the same process. So some speed popped up there. I feel that potency is a little low, so we're just going to take this to 9, and a flat offense stat count comes out of it. Not really a high tier mod, so I sell. And usually it applies very evenly to these mod sets that are considered more offensive based, such as critical damage, critical chance, offense, potency, and speed. And in some circumstances, health as well. But you may feel a little bit differently with tenacity and defense. Tenacity and defense, depending on who it's going to go on, is a little bit different. You may not want speed. You may want a little bit more of protection-based, tenacity-based, health-based kind of statistics. But that's another video. Right now I'm just going to cover some speed. So yeah, you keep going through the process. You see there this 15 stat that I brought up a little bit earlier in the video. It's got some nice health percentage and flat stats, which aren't the best, but 4 speed popped up. So I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to keep going to see if I get a higher base speed than 4 with better secondaries here. So pretty good percentage stats. I took it to 9. Not impressed with the flat health stat at the end. It's a sell. And pretty much just, you know, keep doing this and be patient. You can't expect to get speed every single time. So there's some periods where it gets really dry, and you just have to just keep doing this until it comes up. It eventually comes up, but this takes patience, and it takes a little bit of inventory and good management of resources. And what I mean by that is, say for example, I want to slice. You see I've got a pretty good chunk of resource there to slice it. So in the time period that you're going to be leveling and slicing and stuff, do make sure that beforehand you go and you farm. Sorry, that's Cantina. You go and you farm the necessary resources, which is this, and this. Do not farm these 2, I recommend. The drop rates are not that impressive, and they cost more energy to farm. Those usually are saved for the better mods, the mods with more speed, more percentage-based secondary statistics, and those will usually come from Galactic, from GAC here, where they reward you after with those high-tier materials, and you just hoard those, save those up, and the better mods that roll, you apply it to that. So here I am. I'm going to keep applying to my speed stuff here, just to see if a good one pops up to demonstrate. So again, up to 6, decent secondary stats there. I roll one more, tenacity comes up. It's a decent tenacity percentage, so I'm going to take it to 12. No speed, it's a sell. And it's just the same process over and over again. So I'm going to try to, here, I'll just take this one and slice it. Very good example, speed came up there. It's a very nice 10 speed at a green. I'm going to keep slicing it. And then offense popped up, and this is kind of where you have to pretty much make a decision. Do you keep going through chasing the speed, or do you just keep it at where it's at the moment? Usually I'm a guy that likes to go for the maximum stat, the maximum amount of rolls of speed in a mod. So for me, I'm just kind of going to leave this where it is and maybe address it later if nothing better comes up. And I'm going to try to get max speed rolls out of my mods. So we're going to come back to this. Not impressive secondaries there. It's a sell. No speed. And again, pretty high percentages there. Rolled it to 9. No speed came up. It's a sell. And yeah, the objective here is to get as many speed rolls after you slice and as you level. So that green there, for example, where is it? Yep, now it's a 10 speed. It would be pretty sweet if it rolled more speed on the slice, but it didn't. So I'm just going to leave it there and try to roll maximum speed rolls elsewhere. Another speed came up. I'm going to take it to 15. I'm going to slice. No speed. That'll be a sell after. So, yeah, man. Just got to be patient. Just got to keep going. And eventually, you'll get mods such as this one here on Darth Revan. Such as this one here, where the speed is fully rolled at 5 rolls, 24 speed. That one there is a health one, 27 speed. Stuff like that. Stuff that makes characters really fast. Key characters such as Darth Revan himself. He needs to have some speed, some offense, a little bit of potency. As you can see here, my potency on him isn't the greatest, but I do happen to have the Zeta on Bastila Fallen, which will... it will give him more potency. There it is, 50% potency. So he doesn't have much base potency himself, but when I pair him up with Bastila Fallen and he's leading, that statistic will go to from 42 to 92% potency at the beginning of the battle. So that's it for now, guys. Keep slicing, keep doing your thing, and yeah, we'll see you guys later.